When people hear the name Idaho, they often picture towering mountains, crystal clear lakes, and peaceful small towns. That image is certainly true, but there is another side of Idaho that rarely gets discussed. Some small towns continue to struggle with limited job opportunities. Increasingly quiet downtowns, shrinking populations, and a lack of essential services. Yet just a few hours away, other small towns are attracting new residents with a much higher quality of life. So how can two towns in the same state have such different futures? Gooding was founded in the early 1900s after irrigation projects in the Magic Valley transformed Idaho's desert into fertile farmland. Today, the town of about 3,800 residents still relies heavily on agriculture, dairy farming, and food processing. But that dependence has also become one of Gooding's biggest challenges. Job opportunities outside agriculture are very limited, leading many working-age residents to leave for better prospects in Twin Falls or Boise. Household incomes in Gooding also remain below the Idaho average, while its poverty rate is relatively higher than in many other small towns across the state. On top of that, entertainment options, major shopping centers, specialized healthcare, and higher education opportunities are all fairly limited. Homedale is located in Owyhee County, about an hour from Boise, yet its development has lagged far behind much of the Treasure Valley. For many years, the local economy has depended on farming and ranching. Once the harvest season ends, job opportunities become even more limited. The town also offers relatively few services. For comprehensive healthcare, large shopping centers, or more entertainment options, residents usually have to travel to nearby cities. That makes daily life less convenient, especially for young families and older adults. Although Homedale has a close-knit community and beautiful views of the Snake River, it has not kept pace with the rapid growth of its neighboring towns. Plummer is a small town in Benoit County and part of the Coeur d'Alene Tribal Reservation. Although it sits at the intersection of several major roads in northern Idaho, the town has not developed into a major economic center. Most jobs still depend on tribal government, public services, and small businesses, leaving residents with relatively limited employment options. Another common challenge is the lack of local facilities. To reach a major hospital, larger shopping centers, or a wider range of jobs, many residents must travel to Coeur d'Alene or Spokane, Washington. For people without reliable transportation, this can be a serious difficulty. Wendell developed as an agricultural town in Gooding County and remains heavily dependent on farming. Its wide stretches of farmland define the community, but relying so much on one industry has limited economic growth. Jobs outside agriculture, ranching, and food processing are still scarce. So many residents commute to Jerome, Twin Falls, or nearby towns for work. Compared with other small Idaho towns that have grown through tourism or new industries, Wendell has expanded relatively slowly. The town is known as a gateway to the Thousand Springs Scenic Byway, but that attraction has done little to change its overall economy. Shoshone is located in Lincoln County and is known as a gateway to several natural attractions, including lava fields and Shoshone Falls nearby. Unfortunately, the tourist traffic passing through town has had little effect on its economic development. Most visitors stop only briefly before continuing their journey, so local businesses have not grown as quickly as those in other Idaho tourist towns. Shoshone's economy is still dominated by farming, ranching, and small businesses. Well-paying jobs are relatively limited, leading many working-age residents to commute or move to Twin Falls or Jerome. This has also slowed the town's long-term growth. Glens Ferry is a small town in Elmore County that once grew rapidly during the Oregon Trail era as a crossing point on the Snake River. Traces of that history are still visible today, but its early importance never developed into lasting economic growth. After traffic along Interstate 84 replaced the old route, business activity in the downtown area gradually declined. Today, Glens Ferry's economy still depends on farming, ranching, and a handful of small local businesses. Job opportunities outside those sectors are very limited, forcing many residents to work in Mountain Home or commute even farther to Boise. A mostly stagnant population has also slowed new investment. Kamiah is located in Lewis County along the Clearwater River and is known as a historic town with strong ties to the Lewis and Clark expedition and Nez Perce culture. Despite its historical significance and beautiful natural scenery, its economy has not grown as quickly as that of many other small towns in Idaho. Most jobs still depend on forestry, agriculture, and small local businesses. The decline of the timber industry over the past several decades has also weakened the local economy, leaving fewer jobs with competitive wages. Many residents, especially younger people, have chosen to leave Kamiah in search of better opportunities in Lewiston or Coeur d'Alene. Carey is a small town in Blaine County, set across the open plains of southern Idaho. Although it shares a county with well-known resort communities such as Sun Valley and Ketchum, Carey has seen little economic benefit from their growth. The town still relies on farming and ranching, while job opportunities in other sectors remain extremely limited. Its small population has kept business growth slow. The number of stores, restaurants, and public services has also remained limited. Carey does offer a quiet lifestyle and a relatively lower cost of living than nearby resort towns. But that peace comes with fewer jobs, limited services, and very little new investment. Fort Hall may be located near Interstate 15 and only a short distance from Pocatello, but this small community still faces several social and economic challenges that make it one of the more difficult places to live in Idaho. The area is part of the Fort Hall Indian Reservation, home to the Shoshone Bannock tribes, which have a long history but also face complex development issues. Poverty levels in the area have consistently remained above the Idaho average, while job opportunities outside tribal government, the casino, and local services are still limited. Fort Hall also continues to deal with challenges such as limited investment, housing problems, and uneven access to public services. American Falls is a small town in Power County located beside American Falls Reservoir, one of Idaho's largest man-made lakes. At first glance, the town appears promising because of its opportunities for fishing, boating, and outdoor recreation. But behind that scenery, American Falls still struggles with several economic problems that have slowed its growth. The local economy remains dominated by agriculture and agricultural processing. This heavy dependence leaves relatively few jobs in other industries. Many working-age residents eventually choose to work in Pocatello or other cities that offer broader career opportunities. American Falls also faces a poverty rate that is higher than the state average. Now it is time to look at the other side. Interestingly, some of Idaho's best towns are almost the same size as those on the worst list. The difference is not population, but how these towns have grown, managed their resources, and created a better quality of life for their residents. Bonners Ferry sits in the far northern corner of Idaho, only about 18 miles from the Canadian border. This small town may be far from Idaho's major economic centers, but that distance is exactly what gives it much of its appeal. Traffic is almost non-existent, the air remains clean, and daily life moves at a much slower pace than in larger cities. One reason Bonners Ferry belongs on this list is its strong environmental quality. The Kootenai River, which runs through town, is a popular place for fishing and boating, while the Kootenai National Wildlife Refuge provides habitat for hundreds of bird and wildlife species. The area has also become a popular nature destination in northern Idaho. Crime rates tend to be low as well, which is why many retirees and small families choose to settle here. Weiser may not appear often on lists of Idaho tourist destinations, but that is part of what makes it appealing. Located in Washington County near the Oregon border, the town is best known as the home of the National Oldtime Fiddlers Contest, a traditional fiddle festival that attracts thousands of visitors from across the United States every year. For a town with a relatively small population, the event provides an important boost to the local economy. Outside festival season, Weiser offers a quiet lifestyle with a cost of living that remains lower than in many other Idaho towns. Its economy is supported by agriculture, ranching, food processing, and a variety of local businesses that have remained active for many years. Victor is located in Teton Valley, directly along the Idaho-Wyoming border. It was once known mainly as a small farming community, but in recent years, it has become increasingly popular as an alternative for people who want access to the Jackson Hole area without paying its extremely high living costs. The town is only about 40 to 45 minutes from Jackson. So many residents work in Wyoming while choosing to live in Victor. Although housing costs in Victor have also risen because of the growing number of newcomers, the overall quality of life is still considered very high. Crime remains relatively low, the environment is clean, and views of the Teton Mountains are part of everyday life. Hailey is often described as Sun Valley's little sister, but that is exactly what makes it so appealing. Located in Blaine County, the town offers a high quality of life without the crowds found in the nearby resort areas. Many people who work in Sun Valley or Ketchum choose to live in Hailey because the cost of living is slightly more affordable, while the town still provides a wide range of services and amenities. Beyond work, Hailey offers direct access to the outdoors. Residents can easily enjoy hiking, biking, fishing, and skiing during winter without traveling far. Its relatively low crime rate and active community also make the town a popular choice for families and retirees. Lava Hot Springs may have only a few hundred residents, but the town is far more famous than its size would suggest. Located in Bannock County, it has long depended on its natural hot springs, which have attracted visitors for more than a century. Every year, thousands of tourists come to soak in the natural pools, float down the Port Neuf River on inner tubes during summer, or simply enjoy the town's relaxed atmosphere. Unlike many other small towns that depend on agriculture, Lava Hot Springs is powered by tourism. Small hotels, inns, restaurants, souvenir shops, and other local businesses have grown because of the steady flow of visitors. This keeps the town's economy active, despite its very small population. When it comes to Idaho's best small towns for experiencing the wilderness, Stanley is almost always on the list. The town is remote and has fewer than 200 residents, but that is exactly what makes it so appealing. Surrounded by the towering Sawtooth Mountains, Stanley is a paradise for hiking, fishing, rafting, and camping. Unlike many small towns that depend on industry or agriculture, Stanley's economy is driven by outdoor tourism. During summer, the tiny town fills with hikers, cyclists, photographers, and visitors exploring the Sawtooth National Recreation Area. In winter, it becomes a destination for cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, and stargazing beneath exceptionally dark skies with very little light pollution. At first glance, Dalton Gardens may look like an ordinary rural community. Its roads are quiet, homes sit on large lots, and many properties still have gardens, horse stables, or small farming areas. But this combination of rural living and convenient urban access is exactly what makes the town one of Idaho's best places to live. Many families choose to settle here because crime is low, nearby schools have strong reputations, and the community feels more private than increasingly crowded urban areas. The city also enforces fairly strict zoning rules to preserve its rural character. Large-scale development is limited, helping protect open spaces and the town's peaceful atmosphere. It is difficult to talk about Idaho's best small towns without mentioning Sun Valley. Although its population is only around 1,800, the town is known far beyond Idaho because of its reputation as one of the most prestigious ski destinations in the United States. The ski resort, founded in 1936, has long attracted world leaders, Hollywood celebrities, and professional athletes. But Sun Valley's appeal does not disappear when the snow melts. During summer, the area becomes a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts. Hiking and mountain biking trails stretch through the mountains. World-class golf courses draw plenty of visitors, and the Big Wood River is a favorite destination for fly fishing. The one drawback most often mentioned is the cost of living. Home prices in Sun Valley are among the highest in Idaho, far above the state average. While Sun Valley is known for luxury ski resorts, McCall offers a more relaxed mountain atmosphere with a stronger connection to nature. This small town on the shore of Payette Lake has around 3,500 residents, yet it attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors every year who come for the clear blue lake and the surrounding mountains. Summer is the favorite season for boating, fishing, paddleboarding, or simply relaxing along the lakeshore. When winter arrives, attention shifts to Brundage Mountain, one of Idaho's best ski resorts for natural snowfall. The town is also famous for the McCall Winter Carnival, an annual festival featuring massive snow sculptures and drawing visitors from across the United States. For many people, Sandpoint is Idaho's best small town because it offers a balance that is difficult to find elsewhere. Located on the shore of Lake Pendoril, the deepest lake in Idaho, the town combines natural beauty, a lively downtown, and more diverse economic opportunities than most small towns in the state. During summer, the area is busy with sailing, fishing, swimming, and cycling. When winter arrives, Schweitzer Mountain Resort, only about 20 minutes from downtown, becomes one of the top ski destinations in the United States. Unlike many tourist towns that become quiet outside peak season, Sandpoint remains active throughout the year. Its downtown is filled with local shops, art galleries, cafes, restaurants, and music events such as the Festival at Sandpoint, which has become an annual tradition.